welcome back to my channel. So today I brought you guys a olive and gold halo smoky eye. This was actually a look I did way back in January, and I was waiting for it to be around this time to recreate the look. It was really inspired with fall coming up. These are definitely the kind of colors that remind me of fall, so it's going to be the last makeup look of the month because I'm really excited. I definitely want to try to get up a few Halloween tutorials for you guys, but I'm just waiting on a few things I ordered in the mail to come in. So if you guys want to know how to get this makeup look, then just keep watching. Hey guys, so first things first, I'm going to take a little clip and pin my bangs out of the way. I'm going to start off with a little bit of primer. This is Rimmel. I usually start out doing my eye look first, especially if I'm going to be doing something a little heavy like what we're doing today. But the reason I did it is because I want to show you guys a trick that I've been using that is actually a 2-in-1. So that is why we are going to just do the face first and then the eyes after. After that, I'm going to take my go-to foundation, which is the Infallible Pro Matte by L'Oreal. I like to apply it first with my hands, and it actually says it's best applied with your hands. I like to dot it all over my face, and then after I'll either go in with a brush or a beauty blender. This is a Morphe M439. Doing a little bit of concealing and highlighting. So first what I'm going to do is closest to my eye, I'm going to be applying a little bit of a darker concealer that goes more with the color of my skin tone. I'm going to cover any spots that I have, but I think I'm going to do it with the other concealer. So in case anybody's wondering, this was the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Creamy Beige. And then I'm going to pick up Sand, and this is the Fit Me Concealer by Maybelline. And this one's a little lighter. It's going to go right over top of that. And we're going to sort of marry the two. And like I said, I've been breaking out really bad lately. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover up all those spots. Take a beauty blender. So next I'm going to show you guys that little trick I was talking about. I am going to take a loose powder. It's a translucent powder. This is from NYC. I like to tap the top, and what we're going to do is we're going to take a wet beauty sponge, and we're going to, it's going to be messy. Yeah. We're going to dip the sponge into it, and we are going to apply it heavily. And I'm going to look crazy, but I'm going to apply it really heavy underneath the eye circle. And the reason this is going to be a 2-in-1 is because it's going to bake and it's going to set the under eye area. But also, if we get any fallout from the dark shadows, all we have to do is wipe it away, and we're not going to have anything on our face. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to take the sponge, I'm going to dip it, and I'm going to heavily apply it to my under eye area. Leave that there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start on the eyes, and no surprise there, we're gonna start off with MAC Soft Brown. You guys know I have a problem, and I'm gonna take it on a fluffy brush. This is the Morphe E27. So we're gonna start to buff it back and forth really low on the crease. Another shocker, I'm going to go in with Whiskey in the Smoky Eye Palette, the Naked Smoky Eye Palette. And I'm going to take that on a Morphe M441, so long-haired brush. So I'm going to take that on the very tip. Now, the trick with this look, since it's a smoky eye, people tend to say that the problem they generally have with smoky eyes is that they look like they got punched in the face. The trick is to just keep it as low as possible and to apply as little eyeshadow at a time. So you're going to see me go back and forth with a lot of the same blending brushes, and what I'm doing is just adding more product little by little. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a gel liner. This is just a gel liner that I've had from Rimmel. You can also use any black pencil, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip it in and I'm going to put it all over the lid. And the reason we're going to do this is because we're really going to make sure that we really build up the intensity of the olive that I'm going to use. And either using a white or a very dark base on your eye will really make the color pop. So I'm going to take very little on a tip of a flat brush, and I'm going to apply it mostly on the inner corner and then mostly on the outer corner. But I am going to take it all the way across. Just on my lid. So now I'm going to take a little bit of a deep mossy olive color and I'm going to start to build up the color and pack it on little by little. I want you guys to see, do you already see how the green is falling down here because we're using dark colors? That's what we want. It's okay that it falls onto there because then that means we're just going to be able to wipe it away. So now we're going to start to blend out this green. So now I'm going to take a very tiny little blender brush. It's the cutest thing. And I'm going to dip it in a lighter olive and I'm going to start to blend out this eye. Once again, you're going to see me going back and forth with the same brushes that I use, and I'm really not doing anything different. The only key is literally blending. You're just going to blend back and forth until it looks perfect and neat and there are no harsh lines. A lot of the times in the blending process, you start to lose a little bit of the color pigmentation from blending everything together so much. So I'm just going back with the green and packing it on again, and then once again making sure it's blended and seamless. I'm going to take a flat brush with nothing on it, and I'm going to start to dust away everything in really quick motions. As you can see, everything that had fallen onto my face, it gets wiped off, and I'm going to dip into a little bit of this cream eyeshadow by e.l.f. in the color Toast. It's going to help stick the shinier gold that we're going to use in a minute. Now we're going to start to pack it on slowly, little by little. And this is just a little bit of a sticky shadow, and I'm just using it to adhere the gold pigment that we're going to be using in a minute. Now I use the same brush and I wet the brush first and I dipped it in a little bit of Baked by Urban Decay, which is just a really pretty solid gold color. Once again, I hope you guys know that I include and mention what products I'm using, just in case anybody was wondering, but please feel free to use anything you have and anything that's similar in color. After that, you're going to see me go back and forth with the small blending brush, and I'm just making sure I buff out the edges of the gold so that it doesn't look like I just slapped gold on top and it's not blended together. So I'm just going around the edges and the perimeter where I put the gold, making sure they all look nice and blended and pretty much married together. Then I'm just going to take a black liquid liner and I'm going to create a cat eye. Always remember, you start at the outer corner with a line and then you work your way inwards. That will ensure you to pretty much always get even cat eyes. Just going to apply a little bit of mascara and I'm going to go ahead and put on some false lashes. The way I apply false lashes is I like to secure it in the very middle of the eye first and then pin it down at the outer corner and then the inner corner, and then use the tweezers to squeeze my lashes and the false lash together. I need to put mascara on these lashes. These are the Vegas Negra and Glamour lashes, and they're pretty out there and pretty extravagant. These lashes are actually very dramatic. I wouldn't do them for an everyday look, but I thought, why not? Let's just go all out. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the other eye, and then we'll finish the rest of the face. Take soft brown again, and I'm going to run it on the lower lash line. Then after that, I'm going to take the olive on a flat definer brush, and I'm going to run it right over the soft brown. The reason I put soft brown down was so that it makes it easier to blend out and so that it doesn't look like a harsh green line under my eye. A regular black liner, and I'm going to run it in the lower lash line. Don't forget to apply a little bit of mascara to the lower lash line as well. Do my eyebrows. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm just going to fill them in with a little bit of brown eyeshadow. Finish up the rest of the face. I'm going to do a little bit of contouring and blush. So on an angled blush, I'm going to suck in my cheeks and apply the contour. I initially didn't plan on contouring my nose for this look, but I just decided to do it at the end. I just picked up a little bit of Kat Von D's grayish brown on a fluffy brush and ran it down my nose to make it look slim. A bit of Luminoso as my blush. It's just a peachy pink. I'm going to highlight with Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop, and it is a beautiful golden champagne. I'm going to take it on my highlighter brush, and I'm going to spritz it a little bit so that the color is super intense. I'm going to go crazy with the highlight today because I just love highlighter. Do you see that? I'm going to put a little bit on the tip of the nose. And then on the bridge. So for one of the final steps, I'm just going to apply some lip liner. I'm using MAC Whirl. And then I'm going to do a mixture of 2 lipsticks, and then I'm going to put a gloss on top. So the first one I'm going to take is Clay Crush by Maybelline. They're both by Maybelline. A little bit of Nude Nuisance on top. And you can either leave the lip like this. It's going to kind of be a semi-matte, but I'm going to just go ahead and put a little bit of gloss on top. And this is the Infallible 8-Hour Pro Gloss in the color Barely Nude. So after you guys apply the gloss, that's going to complete the makeup look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to get some Halloween tutorials up for you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!